since I have the bacon out, I thought I will show you a way to cook mushroom with bacon. But if you are vegetarian, obviously skip that, just use butter or any other oil that you would normally use. So I'm going to show you how, but before that, let me just show you, I am roasting the bacon here. So we are not deep frying that, instead I'm bringing more fat out. And in the oven, we have some sausages and hash brown cooking beautifully. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the mushroom. To start with, I'm going to place the bacon that I chopped up very thinly and evenly on the pan. Just very roughly, it doesn't have to be precise. The goal of this is to take out as much fat as possible so that we can use the fat to cook the mushroom, because the bacon has lots of salt in it, so that's a goal, that we are going to use less salt because we're using bacon fat, so the flavor in the fat is beautiful. Again, if you're vegetarian, so use butter, use olive oil, use whatever oil you would normally use. So if I don't have bacon today, I will just use groundnut oil and just a little bit more salt than we would do if we don't have bacon. And another trick with the bacon, if you want to bring out more flavor, you can marinate these bacon with a tiny little bit of sugar, but because we are trying not to eat sugar, so I haven't done that today, but that's another idea if you want to try it, if you don't mind sugar. So now the bacon is very roughly but sort of spread out the pan thinly, like so. So I'm going to turn the gas on, like so, on low, because we don't really want to cook bacon immediately. We want to slowly cook it and to bring out as much fat as possible. And in the meantime, I will show you how we are going to prep the mushroom and the other ingredients. So here I chopped up some mushroom already. I quartered them, but as you know, most mushrooms are not coming the same perfect size. So I want to show you how I'm going to sort of process these. They are all different sizes, in roughly that size. Okay, the reason why we cut them into that size is because mushroom lose water really quickly, so you want to preserve some of the water inside, so you want to reduce the surface. So for size like that, very easy, we just quarter it like so, yeah. And then for something like that, halve it, and then cut that portion into 3, like so. So you have something similar to the rest of the mushroom, 3. And for something bigger, again, halve it again, then halve it again. So you quarter the half, like so. So now the mushroom is prepped beautifully. I have some garlic, some spring onion, that's all we're going to have, and obviously salt and pepper, nothing more. It's for some people who don't really like, who likes the garlic but don't really like the garlic repeat on you, wash it so you will wash out the bitterness. Obviously drain it very well. I used about 2 large cloves of garlic, And here I have 2 spring onions. All you need to do, just roughly chop it into chunks, like so. And then we're ready to cook. I can hear my bacon is sizzling away. Wow. You can see those, they are flavour. Just keep turning until the bacon produces some more fat. Then we're going to add the mushroom in. This is about 2 minutes, and you can see how much fat that came out of the bacon. And the bacon is beautifully crispy. You can drain the bacon, but why bother when you can just push that aside and let the flavour just continue to develop. So now I'm just pushing the bacon aside here, and I'm going to add the mushroom in. At this point I will turn up the gas. And I will just mix that with the fat. This will take about 3 to 5 minutes. Don't add anything just yet, because you really want the mushroom to soak up all the fat. Can you see? Most of the fat is almost gone. So this is the point, if you like your food to be a little bit more oily, you can add your chosen oil or fat or butter, but this is just enough for us. So I'm just gonna keep stirring for about 3 minutes or so. Then I will show you the next step. Meanwhile, sausages are cooked, so I turned off the oven. Just let that sit in along with the bacon before the food warms. So this is about 3 minutes in. As you know, mushroom release water badly, quickly, but as you can see, hardly any water. So the key is the shape you cut them. Quarter them, cut them in that sort of triangle shape. If you cut them really thinly, they will release a lot of water quite quickly, then your food will become quite bland. But if you like mushroom, you like the natural taste of the mushroom. So this is about 3 minutes in. As you can see, they are sort of golden brown, quite beautiful. And it's very important that you don't add salt at the very beginning, because salt will help the mushroom to lose its water. As you can see, some of the water start to coming out now, so this is the perfect moment for you to add the garlic. If you don't like garlic that much, but you like the flavor, just a tiny bit, use a garlic butter, so that won't be too strong. And it's important that you don't cut the garlic too fine, otherwise it burns quite easily, and burnt garlic there's a horrible taste to it. So just chunks of garlic, like that. Just keep moving so that no one piece is in contact with the heat for too long. Now, this is a point for you to add salt. You don't need a lot of it because bacon has salt already. A little bit, and pepper. Don't add too much. Again, you can always add more when you are eating the mushroom. If it's too salty, you can't take the salt out. So the more you do it, the more you will come to an understanding of how much salt you need. I careful to keep that on the heat for about a minute or so. If you chop the garlic too fine, you only have about 30 seconds, because otherwise the garlic will burn. You can see some of the garlic already start changing colour. Just keep stirring, moving. That's why it's important you use a bigger pan than you actually need, so you have space to move that around. The fragrance is amazing. You can see the bacon has already darkened the colour. It becomes very, very crispy. And a lot of the garlic, you can see the colour start changing to brown, and some of the mushroom shrinks even further. And I think we are about 30 seconds away from cooked. So this is the point to add the spring onion. Stir that very fast, very quickly. I think we're done. I'll plate that up and show you how you look.